Walt Disney is one of the most evil companies in the world today, and I'm about to show you how. Hey everybody, welcome back to Coach's Archives. Thank you so much for being here. Walt Disney, the company that many of us grew up with, watching Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck at all the great shows and everything, going to the parks. Disney was just fantastic, but it has changed over time. It does more damage in the world today in terms of culture, pop culture, entertainment, everything going on, its sphere of influence. And honestly, it's been on a major decline lately. It is struggling financially, and personally, I'm very glad that it is, because it has aligned itself with the woke agenda, and it is self-destructing. Let's talk about exactly how evil they are. There is no other way to put it. Disney is terrible. From a corporation which used to dish out some of the best cartoons of all time that fashioned the childhoods of entire generations, Disney has become an evil, money-grubbing, and capitalizing corporation whose main objective is to brainwash children and adults with their movies, TV shows, and games promoting a particular socio-political agenda. Would anybody like to argue that? Probably not. With a desire for hegemonic domination, they want to rule over the entertainment industry with their purchased media franchises, including Marvel, Fox, Lucasfilm, all of which produced amazing and unique content. Disney has ruined them after applying their own bland, kid-friendly, factory-manufactured recipe for disaster by making everything childish and stupid while being full of agenda and riddled with hidden messages. Prior to Disney's purchase, Star Wars was a universe of its own, which had so much to offer that it was unreal, while Marvel had some incredible stories as well. Now both Marvel and Star Wars are plagued by awkward millennial humor that ruins everything by taking away all of its seriousness, making even the most heaviest scenes look like a bad attempt at comedy. And let's just get right to it. Disney did a great job with Marvel for a time, but where is Marvel now? And look what Disney has done to Star Wars. They've destroyed it. Then Disney's own TV shows are so horrible that it's just migraine-inducing cringe that can render you brain dead by its lack of imaginative and original content, which is full of the same old pathetic humor, over-reliance on CGI, and pandering to fake feminism and woke politics. But the worst offense of all is their hypocrisy. Feminism, woke politics, hypocrisy. The trifecta. Disney has this unnatural obsession of creating an image of being a family-friendly entity, even though they have created some pretty dark stuff in the past. But they insist on owning everything, refusing to allow their purchased organizations a shred of autonomy in creating their content. The exception to this rule is Sound of Freedom. The Sound of Freedom movie came out, great message, great meaning, great people behind it. Disney didn't want anything to do with it, even though they owned the rights to the movie. It was their property. And they could have made so much money by releasing it, and they didn't. And I love it. Great move, Bob. And congratulations, Angel Studios. Disney wants to look like the spokespersons of a better, more magical world, but their cookie-cutter formula of making shows and movies for 3 to 12-year-olds and unnecessarily reworking their old material while imposing a superficial fake morality on adults to move them and cancel them if they decide to chastise their content for its lack of ideas is not only hypocritical, but also highly egotistical. I don't know about you guys, but I cannot stand the woke agenda of Disney. It is just terrible. And this is exactly the same people that are trying to influence our younger generation, our children, and put all of these images in their minds, trying to make the unnormal or unnatural things natural. And it's just dead wrong. But Disney's done so many other things that's just terrible. So many people have died at Disney parks, and they have done their very best to cover those things up and blame the people who were hurt and all this stuff. Here's just a couple of those examples. On August 31st, 1994, Disney security guards spotted 2 teens goofing around on a walkway of the Contemporary Resort. When spotted, they ran and were seen leaving in a pickup truck. A Disney guard pursued the truck at speeds of up to 80 miles per hour, even though they left the park and were outside of Disney property and jurisdiction. The truck crashed, killing 18-year-old Rob Sipkema. In Florida, highway deaths are investigated by the Highway Patrol. Disney refused to allow them to interview the woman security hostess who drove the van chasing the teens. Disney also would not release the transcripts of the radio conversation taking place between this guard and the dispatcher during the chase. The parents of Rob Sakima sued. Even though the security hostess was not a law enforcement officer, Orange County Judge Belvin Perry Jr. said Disney had a private security arrangement, in essence, a contract with itself, and the Highway Patrol would not be allowed access to internal company documents. Another incident occurred a few years ago when a man got claustrophobic at Spaceship Earth and could find no one to stop the ride. He jumped off and was literally torn to pieces in a motor. Before Disney called an ambulance, they blocked the view and sent Disney hosts into the crowd to question witnesses to find out just how much they did see, taking names and personal information of those who might later turn up in any lawsuit testimony. People dying, people getting hurt, don't matter. We only care about money. Period. Family friendly, huh? Happiest place on earth, right? No. Do you remember the live-action remake of Mulan? Do you remember the end credits where they thank Communist China, where they were on site filming the movie? And while they were filming the movie, there was a Turkish Muslim group there who was basically being exterminated. There was a genocidal effort with China's communist government against these people, trying to kill them all. And Disney's thanking these people at the end of the movie. Just let that sink in. And if that's not enough for you, they're also persecuting Christians over in China, and that was happening during the filming of Mulan as well. But hey, we're all about money at Disney, and we don't care about all those real-world issues.
Obtained by 10 News appears to show a Disneyland character, the White Rabbit, behaving badly by cursing and getting physical. 10 News recently broke the story of a lawsuit filed by a local family accusing the same character of refusing to hug 4 African-American children.
And Team 10 investigator Michael Chen explains the video could become a key piece of evidence.
This is an evil company. And I'm going to quote my good friend Graf Webb. You will see him in the comments on this video, and he will say, #cancel Disney Plus. Disney has a new movie coming out called Pauline. An 18-year-old girl has a one-night stand, falls in love, and has the baby of Satan. That's right. I didn't get any of that wrong. That's exactly what the show is about. Sound of Freedom? No way. Anything with good old-fashioned morality and values? No. 18-year-old, Satan, baby, one-night stand? Sure, I am canceling Disney Plus. Let me know in the comments what you think about all that. I really want to know, what are your thoughts about Disney? Thank you for being here at Coach's Archives. I pray that the good Lord rains down blessings on you and draws you nearer to Him, all that in Jesus' name. See you on the next one.